Hello, dear friends. Anna and I are together in a little town close to Puerto Vallarta, and I'm living here now. I moved from one country to another yesterday, so I am exhausted. Yeah, that's why I didn't have the live broadcast last Wednesday. I was packing and going crazy. Anyway, I am with my daughter. My son is here also. He helped me come here, carry luggage and all that kind of thing. And I am living with my daughter and my grandson, Nicholas. He's 6. Anyway, I'm so fun. I am excited. I was in the car yesterday crying of happiness. I was so happy to be here. Anyway, and my daughter, she's just a sweetheart. She is the best. And so we're going to be talking about the mindset you need to have to learn something. It really doesn't matter what, but like something. And so that something might be a new stitch, a pattern, uh, or just finishing a project that you decided that you don't want to deal with it any longer. And you put it aside and say goodbye. So, and you pack it because if it looks at you, you feel guilty. So, what you need to do is have this. I'm going to be talking a little bit of neuro-linguistic programming, which is very nice. It's a very exciting thing, and I have a master in that. And so maybe we can put it to use. So the mindset you need to have is that of this is what I tell my brain that I want to do. I will sit and think about the project itself, and I will start feeling the assurance that I am able to do it. So if you tell yourself you are able to do it, it happens. But you have to be sure that you're able to do it, and you are, and because we are able to do a whole bunch of stuff. If you went through life doing whatever you needed to do to be here today, then you can do anything. So it is very important to have that feeling of self-worth and feeling of accomplishment. So if you think about the finished product, then it is easy to go through the steps. Like when I moved here, I moved to a new country. From one country to another, it was not easy. It was not easy. I had to give away everything or sell or whatever. And it took a long time and a lot of separation and a lot of tiresome. It's tiresome. Tiredness. Anyway, but the finished product is wonderful. I am here in close to Puerto Vallarta, and this little town where you can buy shrimp and oysters, and it's just wonderful. Anyway, if you see a sweater that you haven't finished because you don't know what the next step is, and you don't know because at that time, you were fed up with it and you didn't understand the next step. What?
That happens to me. Also,
it happens to everybody.
I never finished my sweater.
Well, we're going to have to take them out and finish them, because then sit and ask questions and read the pattern and say, I can understand this. I am going to be able to understand this, and I am going to be able to finish it, because look at the picture. Look how pretty it looks. Look how pretty. Look.
Maybe we can have a challenge. Finish your knits challenge.
Yes, one at a time. One at a time. So take out, one of your knits and say, I am going to be finishing this because I want to wear it next winter. Or say, I want to make a hat for my granddaughter or my grandson, and I have the yarn and I have the needles and I have no idea what I'm going to make.
Monica wants a penguin, by the way.
Wants a what?
A penguin.
A penguin hat?
No, a penguin and a stuffed animal.
Well, we'll think about that, because what size?
That's small one.
I know, that's fine. We can make a penguin. That's no problem. But anyway, it is frustrating not to know what to do next. Yes, Deborah. And anyway, you can change the mindset from frustration to accomplishment. You go click, and then picture in your mind what the sweater would look like for Christmas. You can change your mindset. You are able to do that. You have done it with other things. If you have gone through life accomplishing what you have accomplished, then you can finish a sweater.
By the way, I was designing those gloves and I couldn't do the right side, so I need.
Oh.
I have the mindset for my mindset is
Stuck.
programmed to complete it, but I don't know how to.
Yes.
Because you just wrote, repeat the same steps but backwards. I don't know what that means.
It means that if you're making this hand and the thumb is here, you have to go like this.
You can explain it to me in a moment.
Yes, anyway, a lot of people don't understand that. I'm going to have to make a video on, because I have a student that was making a baby sweater, a sweater for a child, and the pattern said, make the other side, but like a mirror. And she had no idea what it meant. It means that if this side has the neck and the arm, the other side is going to have to be the other way. Anyway, she came to class and said, I don't know what I'm doing. And so sometimes you do need someone to get you out of that state of mind, out of I don't understand, into I am understanding. I will understand, and I will sit and think about this. And what happens is that she just said, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. And that's what it happens.
We get comments like that, like, oh, my hands are just not meant for that, or I don't know how to do that. I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah.
And things like that in our comments that are putting limits on ourselves. And
Yes.
you can't say that if you haven't tried.
Yes. So, try, if it's an intricate stitch, try to sit down, go line by line, one at a time. And it is very helpful if you have like the written pattern and the chart. So we're going to have to explain those things. We need I'm going to explain what the written pattern means according to the chart. So it is, and it's fun. So the mindset is, it's too complicated, change it to it's fun. It's a challenge. It's neuroprogramming. It's neuroplasticity. It's called. It means telling your brains to connect. Start working. So it is very good. Knitting is very good for your brain. Very good against diseases like Alzheimer's and stuff like that, because you are keeping yourself busy thinking, and it's good. It's good. It's good. Anyway, I think I talked a lot.
Mhm.
What is it that you're saying?
Oh, I was also gonna tell you that someone bought instructions for the overlapping waves shawl, and she was asking me what to do on the row 17. That's where the pattern starts, and and I refer her to the image because the image is like the chart, and I put the image explaining each section. I took an image of the shawl and I put like little brackets to explain where it was, the pattern, where
Yes.
the pattern was. And yes, it's good for if you have a chart and the instructions.
Yes.
Together.
I think we're going to have to do that because many instructions come only with a chart, and some people don't know how to read the chart. And sometimes what I like to do, if I want to, it's not necessary for me, because having the chart, you have a little piece of paper like this, and you put it on a clipboard and take your ruler and go up, go up, reading the lanes. And if you have the written part, well, maybe she didn't write it correct. And so it is a little bit difficult. But if you have the written pattern and you have the chart, piece of cake. And so, but the mindset, please tell your brain to work for you, because you can make stuff, you can do stuff, you are able, and take out something that you have somewhere. Has Mary come in? The Mary,
I haven't seen Mary say hi, but sometimes she forgets to say hi.
She
just watches.
Mary, I'm going to miss her terrible, because every Tuesday we were going to Flying Saucer to have lunch before class, and she called me the night before I came. And anyway, hi Mary. And so I was not able to go out with her lately because I had a lot to do. And so thank you, Eva. Hi, Tooth Fairy. What a lousy teacher.
Oh, because she said that she had a friend who was left-handed, and their teacher couldn't teach her how to crochet with the left hand. And she said, "What a lousy teacher."
Yes, it
Have
happened.
you taught people with?
No.
With that
Yes.
left-handed?
Well, yes. Yes. It is a little bit challenging for me, because I have now. Let me tell you something. People that play music, or like the piano or the guitar, people that play music use both hands, and so your brain is adjusted to use both hands. There's all these connections, and so people that knit also, because we use both our hands, both, each is doing something different, but our brain is working that way. With crochet is a little bit different, because you use one hand and the other one is only holding the yarn and the piece of fabric. So what you do is just do the same thing, but with your left hand. You put it through, you pass it by, yarn over and pass it through. You do the same thing and you just take your time. If you need to make it slow, much better, because it's going to be difficult for you to teach and it's going to be difficult for the student to learn. So if you take your time and be patient, you can do it. It is possible, it is easy. Once they get the concept, and there's something also very interesting. You have muscle memory. So once you get the muscle memory with your left hand, if you're left-handed, then you can make any stitch. You can see the other person and mirror it. So that's what it is. Okay,
I just want to send everyone, I'm sorry, I'm busy.
you.
I want to send everyone a hug and a kiss to all the people who are going through the war and everyone who might be in danger. And I hope that you're doing better and you find a way to escape. I feel bad for Ukraine. I can't believe this is happening. I'm sorry, but
In the 21st century, having a war like this is so dumb.
and it's like generating all these waves of like gas prices and everything. It's so ridiculous.
We're generating a lot of fear, and fear is the opposite of love. So,
But we have each other.
yes.
We have each other, and that's what we need to do. We need to stick to each other and try to stay positive. And I'm sorry that I'm getting like this, but I think a lot of people are feeling helpless, right?
Anyway,
So I'm sorry.
no, but prayer. And you know what a lot of people are doing? There are Airbnbs or, whatever companies that they're renting a week in Ukraine, and the people there are giving space to others, and setting them in their Airbnb because you already paid. You're not the one that's going. Yes, you're not the one that's going. Somebody else that needs to be somewhere is taking that space because you already paid. So, yeah.
And I love, did you guys see the video in Berlin of all the people offering their house?
Yeah, with the signs.
Over 1,000 people waiting to give their, like, share their space. That was so beautiful. So beautiful.
Okay.
Sorry.
Now, I know we are sentimental because we have a very good reason to be. And so we send our love, we send our care, and we send our good wishes. And thank you, everybody. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Be well.
We love you.
And stream. There we go. Eso